Caitlin Clark didn't just step into the WNBA, she stormed in like a force of nature. From her very first game, it was clear she was more than a typical rookie. She was a headline maker, a record breaker, and a spotlight magnet. Her deep three-point shots, lightning-quick assists, and magnetic presence instantly turned Indiana Fever games into sellout events. Her jersey sales skyrocketed, surpassing many seasoned stars. Even casual viewers found themselves tuning in just to see what she'd pull off next. By the end of her rookie campaign, Clark had done what few could, secured Rookie of the Year honors, shattered multiple league records, and walked away with an ESPY for Best WNBA Player. For a league hungry for growth and broader attention, Clark wasn't just a breakout athlete, she was hope in motion. But success comes with weight, and as expectations mounted, cracks began to show. While most players rested after their rookie season, Clark went to work. Fans noticed the difference almost immediately. She returned visibly stronger, more muscular, more focused, and with an entirely different energy. Viral videos showed her training with intensity, adding muscle and sharpening her on-court skills. Analysts and teammates alike began noticing her evolution, not just physically, but mentally and strategically. Her game was cleaner, faster, and more versatile. The hype machine roared. Headlines dubbed her transformation the biggest shock of the WNBA offseason. She was no longer just a promising rookie, she was emerging as one of the league's most dominant forces. Indiana Fever fans believed this was the year everything would click. But just as things seemed to be aligning, the season took a dramatic turn. Early in her sophomore season, unexpected setbacks began to derail her momentum. Despite her high-profile status, she found herself benched at critical moments, leaving fans scratching their heads. Injuries followed. A persistent groin issue, repeated hard fouls, and what many saw as a lack of protection from officials. Even as she took relentless hits on the court, her absence from marquee events, like the All-Star Showcase, where she was expected to be the centerpiece, only added to the speculation. Instead of celebrating her rise, fans began to wonder if the league was unintentionally, or intentionally, failing to support its brightest young star. Clips of Clark taking brutal fouls circulated widely, igniting heated debates online. Was she being singled out? Were officials turning a blind eye? Some suggested that opponents were allowed to rough her up without consequence. The concern grew louder off the court. Things weren't any easier. Reports hinted at growing tension in the locker room. Some veteran players, it was rumored, were unhappy with the media's fixation on Clark, feeling sidelined despite their experience and contributions. What inspired fans appeared to unsettle some insiders. Her rivalry with Angel Reese only intensified the drama. Their fiery matchups, heated exchanges, and viral moments captivated audiences. But beneath the surface, the spotlight seemed to isolate Clark further. What was being portrayed as a competitive spectacle felt, to some, like deeper friction within the league. Other players also appeared to raise their intensity whenever Clark was involved. Whether it was frustration, jealousy, or simply competitiveness, one thing was clear. Caitlin Clark had become more than a player. She was now a symbol of change, a lightning rod in a league facing its own growing pains. Through all of it, Clark's passion and flashes of brilliance never wavered. But as her second season wore on, the narrative shifted. From dominance to endurance. From rising star to embattled fighter, and now, with one message, vague, emotional, and uncertain. Fans are left wondering if Caitlin Clark's journey in the WNBA is nearing a crossroads. Was it a rallying cry, or a farewell? Let me know if you'd like a shorter version, a video script format, or a silent storm. Caitlin Clark's cryptic message sparks rumors of a sudden exit on the court. Caitlin Clark faced more than just defenders. She battled through physical punishment, bone-crushing screens, sharp elbows, and the constant hum of trash talk. Though she held her composure publicly, insiders whispered that the weight was taking its toll behind closed doors. Things escalated when officiating became a hot-button issue. Fans accused referees of turning a blind eye to the treatment Clark endured, claiming the league's biggest draw was being neglected, even targeted. Every missed call felt like a slap in the face, a reminder that the very institution benefiting from her stardom wasn't stepping up to protect her. Instead of a celebrated rise, her journey began to resemble a test of endurance, patience, and resilience. She wasn't just fighting opponents anymore. She was fighting the very system that was supposed to support her. As tensions brewed both on and off the court, an unsettling question began to swirl. If she doesn't feel welcomed here, how long will she stay? Then came the moment that sent shockwaves through the basketball world. In the midst of all the noise, Caitlin Clark posted a short message after fellow player Sophie Cunningham suffered a season-ending injury. Love you always, Soph. Simple. Brief. On the surface, it looked like a supportive note between friends. But for fans already on edge, it hit differently. The timing, the tone, everything about it felt more final than comforting. Could this be more than sympathy? Was this, in fact, her own quiet goodbye? Social media exploded. Speculation ran wild. Was Caitlyn hinting at walking away? Stepping back? Taking a break? Adding fuel to the mystery? Clark said nothing else. No clarification. No interview. No follow-up post. Just silence. And in the world of sports, especially when you're the league's biggest name, silence can be deafening, theories flooded in. Some believe she's contemplating a break from the WNBA entirely, not because of defeat, but because of disillusionment. The physical toll, the uneven treatment, the internal friction, it all may have become too much, too fast. Others point to her expanding influence outside basketball. Clark has already spoken openly about her long-term ambitions, including working in sports media or even running a team one day. Her appearances on major platforms, like her conversation with David Letterman, reveal a growing interest in life beyond the hardwood. Then there's her rapidly growing foundation, focused on kids, nutrition, education, and sports access. It's more than a side project. It's becoming a serious movement, one that could outlast her playing career. And let's not forget the numbers. Record-breaking ratings, major sponsorship deals, skyrocketing merch sales. In many ways, Caitlyn Clark doesn't need the WNBA to stay relevant. If anything, the WNBA needs her. Some close to her even suggest she's weighing offers from overseas leagues, where top players are often treated with greater respect and higher pay, or considering stepping away to focus on media full-time. Nothing has been confirmed. But the buzz is real. And the question on everyone's mind remains, is this the end of Caitlyn Clark's WNBA chapter, or just the beginning of something bigger? What was once seen as a fairy tale rise to the top has taken a sharp turn. The injuries, the public targeting, the locker room tension, and now a cryptic message with no follow-up, all signs point to a tipping point. Whether she returns with a vengeance, pivots to a new lane, or walks away entirely, one thing is clear: Caitlyn Clark changed the WNBA forever. Her arrival reshaped the conversation around women's basketball, brought in a wave of new fans, and forced the league to reckon with its future. Whatever she chooses next, it won't just be a career decision. It'll be a statement. And if "love you always" soft was indeed a goodbye, then the league may have just lost its brightest star far too soon.